Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early today. Ask and it is given. Day 51. Hope you're doing well wherever you are, wherever you may be. We're all just human beings just like each other. So no matter what you're going through right now, everything shall pass. Everything is temporary. And cultivate that trust that all is well, and treat it as a test too, a test of your courage. Maybe you're being called to become more courageous, more patient, more organized. It's all just earth school, so learn as much as you can so you get the most out of your time here on earth. And we can have fun along the way, it's all in your head. In being mindful, we can insert a lot of fun curiosities there too. We have discussed in the newsletter to become really interested in your periphery. Whatever's in front of you, notice it. May it be a tree, a stoplight, a bird chirping, walking about. And just honor its reverence. Like, how does it fly? They have hollow bones. Where do they get their information? It is believed that the birds have tiny microchips on their beaks that acts like a GPS, so they know they work with the electromagnetic energy of the earth. Isn't that fascinating? So all those information are contained within you too, within your cells, within your blood. The way your blood works, the way your cells create and recreate itself never-endingly, never unceasingly. So there's nothing to get hung about. Whatever's bringing you confusion, that's an illusion. Cut it out. It's the stubbornness of the intellect wanting to know this, slicing this up into teeny bitty little pieces that causes complexity. But everything is just divinely simple. All is life, and life is you, the one that dwells in all, and to which one the all beings dwell. It's all the same life. It is the Christ consciousness. It is divine intelligence. It is the universe. It is the Tao, my friend. So sit in silence and just revere the Tao. Think of all the waterfalls that you saw and all the great landscapes, all the ancient civilizations. All that ended up with you sitting right here, listening to me. And now to our card. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. So this is what I like about Abraham's teachings. This is the consciousness of Abraham interpreted by Esther Hicks. She made famous the law of attraction. She's most known for that. I think she's still alive. Check her out. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. It's just like the accuracy of mathematics. That everything runs in accord. Everything runs with a formula. Everything runs on cause and effect and universal principles. And get curious in these universal principles and apply it in your life. It will ease you. It will ease you of all your burden, of unnecessary burden, and it will give birth to a new version of you. A rebirth, a resurrection. Like the seasons, like these new leaves on the oak tree. It only has been 2 days and the leaves have grown muchly. Wow. See? Nobody grew that one by one, checking each leaf. It just does. It just does. And from a tree, look into the intelligence of the trees too. They have these network of roots They send nutrients to faraway trees if that tree needs sustenance. They're pretty high tech, so they're alive too. They can hear and feel you, and we are of it, because what we breathe, they exhale. What we inhale, they exhale. So thank the trees. Make time for Shinrin-yoku. Take a hike. North America has really beautiful parks. I bet nearby you have a trail that you can walk on and become like a child. Remember when you first saw the rocks and the leaves, the dried leaves? I specifically remember me when I was a kid. I loved stepping on the dried leaves, and I really love how it crackles. This was back in the islands. I think it was a mango tree, and our maid would get some ripe mangoes, and I would just hang out with the maid. I think I grew up with maids. We have maids in the tropics, and they're pretty cool. They're nice-hearted, and they cook good food, and they take care of me. They put baby powder on my back and on my neck. Such a beautiful childhood. Okay, going back to the card. A consistent formula gives me consistent results. Like learning to understand the basics of mathematics and then having the successful experience of understanding the results of their applications. Once you have a formula for understanding your world that is always consistent, it will yield consistent results to you. Yeah. Think good thoughts, and good thoughts shall come. Because to which it is likened to itself is drawn. See? So stop consuming low quality media. Read good books. Not even a whole book. Just get the essence of the quote. Just read the titles to start with. Good titles like wherever. What's that? John Kabat-Zinn's book. Wherever you are, there you are. Something like that. Ram Dass's book, Be Here Now. Sometimes the title just gives it gives the whole essence, the message, and take it into heart. What are other good titles? Feel the fear and do it anyway. One of my favorites. Abraham's book. Ask and it is given. Mostly they are passages in the Bible and from Stoic teachings from philosophers. Go back to Jesus. Peace and be still. Cultivate that faith in you. Faith that everything runs correctly. That there is a higher order going on unfailingly. Okay, there's very little you need to do. You just need to work on how you see things. That's all you need to do. To shift your thinking to the good. And if you want to make it better for yourself, you may work on that, work out an action plan and do it. Set a timer for 7 minutes and write down projects that you'll be interested in engaging and follow through on it. Okay? Maybe get a moped just passed by and it looked really cool. Maybe you can get a moped and get a helmet, a fashiony helmet with your favorite color, and ride around town. Doesn't need to be drastic. Just open up your curiosity. Okay? I might get back into longboarding, but I'm really getting into the straddle handstand lately. That's my thing. I'm going back to that, doing the straddle drills and the jump into Titibhasana. This is the Ashtanga practice. The jumping, floating through the arms, the arm balance. And it goes with our topic for the day, with the right formula, with the right drills and stretchings, and when throwing the hips in the right places and having the right form, you'll get the pose. know? And if you get the right thinking and the right practices, that's why they have best practices. Best practices to grow your Substack. Best practices to grow your Twitter. Because it works. The only thing hard about that is you not doing it. And maybe you don't need to do it. So figure out what is good for you, what makes you happy, what makes others happy, and what is for your highest good. What is for your highest good today. Make the most out of today. Today is the best day ever, and today is a day like no other. Today's a day like no other. Just look at the leaves, look at the sky. I never get tired of the sky. Get out. If you're stuck indoors, just get out. Grab a chair, get a longboard or your roller skates or roller blades. Humans have invented this for us to be joyous, you know. But you gotta engage yourself in it. You gotta turn the music on and dance. See, fun can be scheduled too, and it needs a little effort and dedication. You just need to choose to do it. So practice that virtue of being decisiveness. Okay, so what formula are you gonna apply today? Because a consistent formula gives me consistent results. What habits have you been deploying? And of course, you're seeing results. All right. If you send out, if you do 100 cold calls, you'll get a 1. Right? You'll get one successful one. Okay, my friend. A consistent formula gives me consistent results, and that's gift. Isn't that a gift that we have this formula? Like when I follow a recipe, and if I follow the principles of cooking, first I visualize the dish, and if I sear it this way with this much heat, with this much seasoning, I end up with a fennel that is finely scorched. Scorched, is that a beautiful word? Charred, is that a nice word? Perfectly browned, if I may say. Avoid charring, you know. Do a golden brown coating. Okay? And you can do an arome technique with a melted vegan butter. Throw in some herbs there and tilt your pan, and with a wooden spoon or a copper spoon, you whirl it around the veggie or mushrooms. That's called aromaing, infusing the aromatics with oil to your produce. And then you can finish up the cooking by covering the pan with foil, throwing it in the oven at 450 degrees for, let's say, 10 to 15 minutes. Properly cook vegetables, and on a bed of vegan yogurt, you can lay your glazed carrots there, maybe glazed potatoes and glazed Brussels sprouts, and drizzle some infused oil and crushed pistachios. I've been munching on the pistachios. I bought the pistachios for that specific recipe. You guys follow Ottolenghi. He's a pretty cool dude, and that's where I discovered this technique of a bed of paste. It may be yogurt or hummus, and then lay those vegetables, charred or perfectly roasted vegetables, and top it with herb or maybe more vegan cheese. And that's your artwork for the day. All the contrasting colors on your plate. Shout out to Tonya sending me this beautiful ceramic plate that I've been using. All I need is one plate. All you need is one good quality item of a thing, and keep it forever. And tend to it. Wash it mindfully. Dry it mindfully. And I think this guy's flipping some shoes. He's riding his Tesla and he has lots of boxes of shoes. Opportunities are out there. He's selling it on eBay probably. What is a shoe drop for today? Is Kanye dropping some shoes today? I don't know. This is my mindful practice. I honor this guy doing what he's called to do. And he is applying the right formula. The formula of hustle. Even the way he drives. He just knows where he's going. Gonna sell these shoes. And you don't need to even set up shop and sell it. It's all on the internet. eBay has worked out and Amazon has worked out a system for trust to be there and for order to be there and for the right market value to do its ups and downs, and all you gotta do is be there and play the game. But what game are you gonna play? If you're in that game, pick up your phone. How do I flip on eBay? I got into it a little bit. I sold some headphones and what else did I do? Some earphones, some DVDs, but I kind of lost track of it because I got pulled. My intuition pulled me into other things like yoga. Okay, so everything runs with a formula, and even your life, there's a formula for your ideal self that you envision for yourself. So what shall it be? What project will it be? And what physicality will it be? What outlook will it be? It's all up to you. So journal, write it down, subscribe to Make Pure Thy Heart on Substack. And as for music, I'm excited. I ordered some musical instruments for us to be able to create some tunes. Okay, so there's a formula right there. What's the formula? A beat, a bass line, and give it a catchy riff, and you got a good song. So follow the formula. Know what you want, pick a formula, follow the formula, and work on your virtues. Check out Benjamin Franklin's 13 Virtues. It is pretty good. It's pretty good. And pick the good ones, and you can leave out the bad ones too, because other... I saw from Mark Manson's podcasts or YouTube video that not all avant-gardes or successful people are nice to their bodies. Some of them had vices and they're not sleeping well because they're too obsessed. You can pick the good ones, and in their ideation processes and as inspiration, but know within your heart the good thing that you gotta do. Tend to the body, tend to the mind and spirit. Take care of your body first. Have enough sleep. Drink lots of water. Have a balanced diet. I'm excited to try Kachava and AG1. I think that will get my nutrients game on point. Where were we? Sleep well. Have your diet straight. Exercise. And get creative. And with that, you'll be able to watch your life and manage your life because your thinking will be clear. If you're connected to nature, connect to the one divine intelligence, which is you. You, me, everybody, it's all one. It's all one. Meditate on the oneness of all. If you segregate and divide yourself, you'll burn out and you'll run out of energy, and then you'll open up again. So just keep it open, friend. Keep an open heart. Pull the shoulders back. Get settled within yourself. Count your successes. Count your blessings. And the things that don't work, let them go. The things that work, focus on them. Watch your meaningful, noble efforts. Maybe put your 20% there and enjoy the 80% of the result. Because sometimes we put 80% effort on the meaningless struggle and we get 20% result. This is the 80-20. Look into the 80-20 on how you spend your time. The Pareto principle. Okay? These are pretty simple things. It's pretty basic, but it was not taught in school. That's why we're helping each other now through the help of the internet and the podcast and the newsletters. You are loved. You love you first, and then you'll have endless love to share and to spare the world. And we're all students here. We're all students of life. I appreciate you. Shout out to my listeners, Isabella, Marissa, Mark from Project with Friends, Kirsten. Thank you for subscribing, my loyal patrons, and Mayen Rivera. Okay, take a deep inhale. Let's end with an inhale. Another inhale. And exhale. All right. Although you are primed and you visualized and organized the day, you visualized your most successful ideal day for you, leave some space for some miracles, okay? Because in the unexpected things, that's the doorway of the universe presenting you gifts. Okay. Receive. Receive, receive, receive. And follow the formula. Cause and effect. I think we're done here. Okay? Get your Kachava and AG1. They have not sponsored me yet, but I'm assuming, I'm hoping, I'm visualizing that they're good products. Peace.